This is the 2027 Kia Telluride HEV, or hybrid electric vehicle, and it won't disappoint you. Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Take a look at what we have here. The fully redesigned 2027 Telluride. If you're looking for a hybrid model, this is the first time they've ever offered a hybrid powertrain. You're not going to see a lot of overall cosmetic differences, but I do like what has been done here with our LED daytime running lights and LED turn signals. LED headlights, everything is LED, looks really nice, looks really modern. I like what Kia has done right here with your low and your high beams right there. Something that's just unique, out of the ordinary. It doesn't look like everything else on the road. The design of the grille, it actually would be kind of cool if you had some light illuminated elements here in this area, maybe on the other side, obviously on both sides to match that up. Just something that would set it off just a little bit more, but it does look nice. The Kia logo prominently displayed. Obviously, we're all blacked out here, and we're gonna have our front view camera right there. Cameras all around. Work your way down. We've got our upper and our lower grille. The front spoiler is going to be here, giving it that nice look, and you're also going to have your fog lights right down here. A little bit of everything as far as that goes. Obviously, this model is going to be all-wheel drive, but front-wheel drive is available if that's something you want. So all-wheel drive is not standard across all trim levels. Now, in this case, you would normally have 20-inch wheels. These are the upgraded 21-inch wheels that really match this particular trim level. They're going to come in gloss black. The fender surround also a little bit different. I like the way that sets things off with this black package here, everything being black here. It's a little bit harder to see the elements that are right here, but everything is here and really gives it a nice look. Here's where your turn signal indicators are built into. Your heated, power adjustable, power folding side view mirrors. Will come around to this side and show you that you also have the blind spot monitoring built in. We'll work our way up here. You're going to have the roof rails with the crossbars. You're going to have the front and rear sunroofs. The rear sunroof a little bit larger than the front. We'll show you that from the inside in just a little bit. And these are deployable door handles. We'll show you that shortly, but I have all the lights and the ignition on so we can show you what that looks like. Work our way back. We're going to have the rear roof spoiler right here with the rear window wiper neatly concealed away inside. That way it's not down here, just gives it a little bit cleaner look. And LED lighting finishing things up here on the rear. A nice consistent look all the way across. You can see all of our badging that we're going to have right here as well, the Kia badge. And as we work our way down, now nothing should be surprising here. You don't have any kind of exhaust outlets exposed, but that's very typical with a hybrid powertrain. Here is your key fob. Now there's nothing on the front or the back, it's all on the sides. You can see what you have right there with lock, unlock. You've got all the regular features you're used to seeing. On this side, we're gonna have remote start and your smart park assist right there. That basically allows you, let's see if we can get this to work for us real quick. Here's how you use smart park assist, just in case you're not sure about that. So I'm going to, first of all, make sure the vehicle is locked, and we're locked. Then we have to hit the button to start the engine, our remote start, and you'll see that it's a done deal by the light illuminating right there. And so what I'm going to do, if you're in a really tight spot and maybe somebody parked too close on both sides and you can't get in, guess what? You can hold this button down, and what's going to happen is as I hold that button down, you have to be kind of patient. It's going to start to move all by itself. You can see there's nobody inside. It can move forward, or we can hold down the button to put it into reverse, and it's going to do the exact same thing. Give it just a few seconds here. And there it goes. It's going into reverse now, and it's moving backwards. Now, the good thing about it is all of your safety features are still going to work with that. If there was somebody who was standing in front or behind, it's not going to hit them. But just one of those interesting little features that you may not have known was available here on the 27 Telluride. And one more thing here is your deployable door handles that you're going to have here on this model. There you go. We hit the button and they come out. When it comes to your powertrain, here's what we have. It's a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with dual electric motors. All of that combined puts out 329 horsepower and 339 pounds-feet of torque. That's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. No CVT, 0 to 60. About 6.5 seconds, give or take a little bit. Top speed, anywhere from 135 to 140. Let's take a look at our MPGs over here. I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of hard to see on the window sticker because of the glare, but we're looking at 30 city, 32 highway, 31 combined, and 3.2 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. Now, let's talk about your gas tank details, because there is some good information to help you out here as far as that goes. It's going to be 18.2 gallons in capacity on a full tank of gas. In the city, you should be able to drive about 546 miles, about 582 miles out on the highway. Towing capacity comes in at 4,500 pounds. We can hit the button right there above the license plate to open the power tailgate up. Now, depending on how you set things up back here, I'm going to lower these seats real fast. You use these releases right here, so you're going to pull on that, and you can just push that seat forward just like that. And then we can push this seat forward just like that. And then we can actually lower these seats down in the middle. I don't know if that's going to go all the way down for me from this angle, but we'll lower those down for you. But I'm going to tell you what the cubic feet are for cargo capacity. 21 cubic feet behind the third row, 50 cubic feet behind the second row. If everything's maxed out, we're looking at 88.3 cubic feet. We're going to have a 12-volt power outlet over on this side. Over on the other side is a 115-volt power outlet. And I'm going to run up here real fast just to show you how this works. So you actually have to use the release on the side of the seat to lower these flat. Obviously, both of these go all the way down. All right, let's talk about what your second and third row passengers are going to find. The first thing I wanted to show you is this nice large sunroof. I told you it was much larger in the rear than it is up there in the front. You have the manual shade right here, but there's a power shade if you want to conceal that one away right there. It does have a little bit of tint built into it, so it will help out. Now, let's talk about our door panel situation here. I like what we have as far as our color design. Everything looks really nice, very large armrest. And take a look at that door handle right there. That's a little bit different. We also have the shade that can be put in place if you want to use that. And then the nice large door bin is down there. As far as the seats go, that lever on the bottom down there, if you look at that lever down there, that's how I folded the seat flat. The button in front of that, I'm going to push that on mine, and here's what's going to happen is the seat will get up and out of the way and make it a lot easier for me to hop into the third row back here. See if I can give you a good view of what's going on. Now, the seat's not quite all the way back, but it can come back to here. You can also move these seats up, so that can be moved to make more leg space for your third row passengers. We're going to have our air conditioning vents conveniently located right here, very close to the passengers. I like that. And then we're going to have a cup holder right here, a couple of options as far as that goes, and a USB port. We're going to have that on both sides. Now we move on to the second row. Now you can recline these seats quite a bit actually. That's actually pretty comfortable. Let's do the armrest test and see, is it long enough? Not quite. It needs to be longer, at least for me. I like to have it come out to where my arm fits on there entirely, but that's the situation where that's concerned. And like I told you, you can move these seats back and forth with the lever that's located underneath the seat. That's going to get things done to increase leg space for your third row passengers. Seat pockets on the back of each seat. And we're going to have connectivity in the form of USB ports. Nothing new for the Telluride as far as its location goes. And then our cup holders are right here. And how about a little bit of additional storage space? Now this could be used to set whatever needs to be set on top of that, or you can open this area up and it's actually pretty deep. Nice amount of storage space within that little drawer that's concealed away. And last but not least, as far as the back seat goes, here's the control center for your third zone of climate control. You've got everything for temperature, fan speed, all that good stuff is here. And the air conditioning vents, once again, conveniently located in this roof area, nice and close to your passengers. To answer a question somebody asked in my last Telluride HEV video, I actually showed a non-hybrid version that was lifted 2.5 inches, had larger tires on it, and somebody said, can you do that with the hybrid version? Well, guess what? We have a hybrid version sitting right here that does indeed have that 2.5-inch lift kit, the larger tires on here, a little bit more off-road capable. So for those who wanted to know about that, you can do that here. If you come in to Kia here in Bossier City, Louisiana, make sure you ask for Cody Crouch. He'll take good care of you. How about the sticker price? $61,194. Tell me what you think about that, and let's see what else you get for the price. So here's the control for your rear shade for the sunroof back there. This is the control for opening and closing your power sunroof in the front seat area, and you have everything for your lights and all that good stuff here. I think you know what everything is. We're also going to have our handy dandy sunglass holder right there, and your digital rear view mirror. If you want to use it as a conventional rear view mirror, you just pull on that little lever down there and you're good to go. You can adjust quite a few things here depending on what you need to do with that. You can adjust your brightness, and different features like that are going to be here. And then we've got our home link buttons right here. 1, 2, 3 right there for your home link to program your garage doors. And we'll work our way down and take a look across the dashboard area. Very nice look. The glove box is down there, conveniently located. And before we go over to the driver or passenger side door panel, I want to show you that we have a pass-through right here. Hopefully we can get you a good view of that. Nice little amount of space where that is concerned, and plenty of room. We're going to have a 12-volt power outlet down there for connectivity. Power adjustable seats for the driver and passenger with lumbar support. You can see the nice large armrest and all of your controls there for the passenger side. Nice large door bin, plenty of room. Now, there is a big difference here on the driver's side door, and here's what it's going to be. You're going to have everything for your heated and ventilated seats. We're going to have heated and ventilated seats on the passenger side too, but you also have on the driver's side only, you're going to have the massage seat function, and it is very aggressive, so you definitely know you're getting a massage. Right here, we're going to push that button. I didn't show you this earlier, but there it is. I told you about it, but didn't show you the power folding side view mirrors. You can control the direction, or positioning, I should say, of those side view mirrors. And then we're going to have our one touch down, one touch up, and all 4 door windows. You can also lock the windows and the doors right there as far as your child safety locks go. All of that's going to happen there. And the windows will be locked too. We can see what's going on here. Power parking brake. You can see some of our other features and functionality here. You know what all is going on there. And the steering wheel is power adjustable, tilt and telescopically adjustable. Everything here for controlling your headlights, fog lights, turn signal indicators, all of that's there. And then everything here for your windshield wipers, front and rear window wipers. And then down here, something that is very interesting. This is not only your shifter, but there is the button to start and stop the engine. So we're going to go into reverse by twisting it backwards. You'll see that your cameras come up. We go into drive by twisting it forward. You can bump it back one time and go into neutral if you need to. And then we've got the button to go into park right there. Now I'm going to go back to our turn signal indicators. This is one of my favorite features. This is why you need to use your blinkers when you're driving these Tellurides, because you're getting that view into your blind spot on both sides. It looks really nice. I like that. Now, our steering wheel mounted controls, everything for your cruise control over here. We've got all kinds of adjustments over here for different things. And your driving modes are selected right here. And there's actually 2 different buttons. So we're going to use the one that says drive mode first. And here's what's going to come up. You're going to have Eco, Sport. You've got My Drive if you want to take advantage of that. Now, if I hit the terrain mode button, then you have snow, mud, and sand. So a couple of different options there with those 2 buttons depending on what it is you need to do. Now we're going to move on to our center screen right here. I'm going to hit the home button right there, and you can see that we have everything for our air conditioning over here. You do have physical controls for that, so that's good news. There's your built-in navigation, and then you can see what all we have here as far as the hybrid goes. Bring that up for you just to show you what's going on where that is concerned. And nice graphics, gives you some good information. You've got phone, you can see everything for YouTube right here. Now the thing about YouTube, watching YouTube in your Telluride, is it has to be in park for that to happen. It won't work when you're driving. So just in case you were curious about that, there you go, you know about that. Now as far as setup goes, here are all of your different buttons, or should I say options. They're not buttons on the screen, are they? You can laugh at me and not with me on that. I deserve that. But there's everything for your different options here as far as the vehicle goes. We've got lights right here. Let's go into lights real fast and just show you what's going on there. You've got the different options here. Your welcome lighting. You've got your headlight delay if you want to work with that. Depending on what you need to do, you can turn features on and off. You've got climate, seats, door, digital keys. If you want to take advantage of that, you can do that. And we'll come back here and I can actually hit media right here, and that's going to come up right here. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can get to things, but you do have your one-touch buttons right there. We can also hit setup, and that will take us back to this screen. And depending on what you need to do, you can make a lot of different changes and do quite a few different things here as far as that goes. And then when I go into reverse, I showed you this just earlier for just a second. You have all of your different camera views that are going to be here. There's actually quite a few. And so you can come in here and make changes to which camera you're using to view what's going on around you. You can see that right there. Got that nice overhead view if we need to see that. And then we actually have this view right here where we can just work our way around and see just about every angle. You can't see under the vehicle, but everything else is there as far as that goes. Now, I like our buttons right here. They don't feel like they're doing much when you touch them, but you'll see that everything comes up on the screen as it's supposed to. Just the way that's designed to work. They work really well. You've got media right there. You've got setup, and depending on what you need to do, you can come in and take care of everything. As far as the radio goes, here's where you change your volume and turn that on and off. You can mute everything if you want to. Dual zone climate control here in the front seat area. Fan speed. You've got your different modes right there if you need to take advantage of that. Then we're going to have our hazard light button and some connectivity options in the form of USB. And something I really like here is the dual wireless charging pads that are here. That is very nice, very convenient. And if you want to, you can push this button and that brings your cameras up on the display right there. So depending on what you're doing, you don't have to go into reverse. You can just push the button right there. There's your park assist. And then we also have our downhill control. We want to take advantage of that, and auto hold. And we'll work our way back with our cup holder area. And here's what's interesting about this. If you have something that won't quite fit like you want it to, you can actually do this and increase your space a little bit, or we can bring those out with those buttons. You can also conceal this area away just like that. And then we've got the oh crap handles right here. Isn't that interesting? I don't think there's enough horsepower to need an oh crap handle, but there they are. And then we have our Bombay doors. You can use this as an armrest, or you can hit the button right there and open the Bombay doors. There is a reasonable amount of space within the center console. Here's a quick sampling of the Meridian sound system in this Telluride. And there you go. I hope that does a good job of letting you know how good it sounds. It actually sounds really good, something you might not expect when you think of a Telluride. All right, here we go on a test drive with the Telluride. And it gets down the road very, very well. You might be surprised if you drive one compared to what the non-hybrid version does. We'll quickly get around this slowpoke in the left-hand lane right there. Get on up to speed here. Don't have to push too hard to do that, but a very enjoyable driving experience. More than enough power to do the job. This is going to be more powerful than what you're going to find if you go with the non-hybrid powertrain of the Telluride for 2027. A comfortable ride quality, comfortable seating, plenty of room, especially in these first two rows. But as I showed you, you can adjust things in the third row back there as needed. And obviously, a lot of adjustability built in here to the driver's seat, with the seat itself, and also with the steering wheel. So anybody of any height should be able to adjust things where they're nice and comfortable, can see just fine. You've got your rear view camera mirror, the digital rear view mirror right there that's going to help out. And one thing I did not mention earlier in the video is the fact that you have a nice bright head-up display. I don't know if you saw that earlier. I just forgot to mention it in our earlier scenes in the video, but it is there. It is adjustable. You can make a lot of changes to that. A very well-rounded vehicle. Going to get you the best MPGs possible, at least with the Telluride, because you've got that powertrain, that hybrid powertrain that is available, something that not all competitors offer, such as the Honda Pilot. I know that's been something a lot of you have been asking for the last couple of years. Not there, not as of 2026, but a very well-rounded vehicle. Easy to use and learn technology, that's always a welcome experience. And overall, I'd say you definitely get a lot of great features, a lot of great functionality, plenty of power, but also those good MPGs that go with that hybrid powertrain. Comfortable large interior, plenty of room. Got a lot of room left if I wanted to adjust things here. I'm 5'10", so I fit in here perfectly, but somebody well over 6 feet tall could. I'd say Kia did a really nice job here with the Telluride. And there it is, the 2027 Kia Telluride HEV that won't disappoint you. Tell me what you think down in the comments section. I'm always curious to receive your feedback. I would like to say a special thanks to our friends here at Kia in Bossier City for loaning us this Telluride so we could tell you all about it. If you come in, make sure to ask for Cody Crouch. He'll take good care of you. The link is in the description of the video for this model. I'd also like to say a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give us the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That's very helpful and greatly appreciated. Make sure to subscribe and share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and we'll see you there.